Yo, they took my son. They took my little boy Hunter. You know, I haven't seen him for a year, and that's why I haven't been checking in because I've been dealing with the ass end of this whole court shit, and ultimately they just made me out to be a monster. Because my ex-wife used my past against me. I'm an ex-con, but I ain't caught a felony since 5 years prior to even meeting this woman, and I was well, even longer than that, because I was with her for 10 years. It's been almost 20 years since I caught a case. And so they're bringing that in to court when I had no kind of hiccups, no nothing. And well, they made it sound like, I'm some kind of just like a mastermind or something, mastermind criminal. It's not like I've done anything. I'm not a good guy. I've just known how to work the system. That's basically how they put it. And they got me slapping and beating women and beating kids, and it just all went bad. No proof, not one charge against me, not one. Just her running her mouth to this doctor who doesn't even know how to. That nobody even asked the question why Chris left her. Like, it didn't even get entertained. Like, so yeah, like, well, I've been destroyed, because I've worked the last 20 years of my life really changing my life around so that I could be a fixture in my boys' lives, and that's what I've done to the extreme. Like, I came up out of the gutter, man, and I got 2 degrees with honors, and then got into a profession where I'm making 6 figures, from the street, from looking at 10 years in the pen, so it ain't no luck of the draw by any means. It's maybe lucky that I didn't get completely wrapped up again, because well, it's like a 98% recidive rate or something like. No, that's a 98% conviction rate on Fed cases, but it's high 90s for recidive rate. It's crazy. It's like you do more time on your violations than you do on the original case. So like it's a setup, they get us, and that's where all our men, and that's where all our, you know, that's where all our men are, and people have lost it because they've been trying to do this and they're not able to maintain underneath these programs, and so you find them out on the street, you find them going crazy, you find them in the pen, and that's where you can find our dudes. And then if I, because I was like pissed off because they're basically stripping me of my son. If I show that kind of attitude, it's just a confirmation of their predetermined assumptions. Like, well, look, he's getting angry. He must be violent. It's like if you talk in a certain way, that's considered violence now. No, motherfucker. When you are violent and physically hit somebody, that's violence, okay? If I hurt your feelings because I spit fire, it's because you're a sensitive poo butt. You know what I mean? That's all that is, So get over yourself. We're walking around today, hella people fucking can't talk about shit, hella scary, don't want to poke up their head for nothing, don't want to even think outside the box, and meanwhile I done lost my son, because I made comments on Facebook, and they said, look, he's not even going to wear a mask, he don't care about anybody, as if I'm by default a grandma killer if I use my voice to exercise freedom of speech. I'm not willing to live in a country where we don't have that freedom, where that freedom is not given to my son, and that freedom is not given to everybody, including you and your children. But nobody. That's very rare. Why am I so rare? I used to think that I lived in a country where people would not take this shit. That people would say no. But we've just gotten so soft, we don't even know how to think for ourselves anymore. We literally do not know how to think for ourselves. And we don't know what it means to be human, so we gravitate to this materialistic society as if all we have is some kind of luxuries. That's the best that we can expect out of life. It's fucking sad, man. It's fucking sad. And that's why we got people ass out on the streets, because, well, that's no purpose. There's no meaning to a life like that. Just get yours. That's what we settled on. Hey, all this life is about, all this world about, it's just get yours. Bullshit, man. Bullshit. I'm calling them bullshit. Y'all don't even live like that. If you was really like that, then maybe maybe you should, get off your ass and act like you don't really give a fuck, otherwise you fake as fuck, you really just, jiving, you're trying to fake like you're somebody else so you can get what you want. Everybody fake as fuck, you know what I mean, and just playing face, you know. Bullshit, man. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I believe that we actually do believe in order. And if there's order to the world, that means there's meaning. And if there's meaning, that means there's a God, And that God wants good for us. That's why we're here. And God holds life. So I'm not worried about y'all taking my life or whoever wants to try to take my life. You can't, because it's not yours. And it's not mine either, So I'm gonna keep doing what I do, man. And like, if you're concerned about what kind of dude I am and what I've been doing for the past 20 years, would you call my mama up? Call my mama up and ask her how I used to be and what I've been doing for the past 20 years. So you doctors, you criminal judges, and this system is full of shit. Y'all are lying. I turned my life around to show that recovery, that this thing can work in my life, and y'all shit all over me. So you don't really believe in recovery. You don't really believe in rehabilitation. You don't really believe in God, the power and the miracle of Christ, because it's right in your face and you couldn't even accept it, So, well, this is how it's going to be. This is how it's going to be, you know what I mean? I don't really give a fuck about my life, All my life was for providing my boys, and that's all it is. And now you've taken that from me. I got my oldest, and he's doing his thing, So well, this is how it's gonna be, man. Like, I ain't playing your fucking game no more. With your fucking, try to get straight and you do the right thing and be a thing of society, and somehow, you'll blossom into this. You're liars, all liars. What I'm going to do is go back to the street where I know my family is, and I'm asking y'all to work with me so that we can bubble up, because they don't give a fuck about us, man. And all that shit about, you just got to work harder. That's bullshit, man. It's bullshit. They're bleeding us out and they're going to take everything. They're going to take your kids. If you think not, just hold on, man. And when you try to stand up for yourself and say what's right, see what happens. Oh, you don't want to do that now. Why not? Why not? Why not? You worried about getting written up? I just got written up yesterday, Why'd I get written up? Because I told this dude that he didn't know how to think for himself. Because he's a security guard, and I walked out the building, and he's known me for 2 years. I've been working there for 2 years. I walked outside the building, realized I left my badge inside, and went to go turn around, and he wouldn't even let me in the building. And you know what they said? That's protocol. And that's what most people probably watching this video be like, well, that's his job. That's his job. And that's why y'all are fucking moo-moos. How about that? You're fucking idiots. Because we've gotten to a place where we'll honor corporations and fucking retarded ass policy before we use common sense to take care of each other. There's no hope for that. So fuck policy. Fuck all your punk ass rules and laws talking about you're going to take care of me. I've been spending the last 2 years of my life jumping through rules and laws in order to be able to feed people on the street, y'all. To feed hungry people. It's taken me years. So we just got tax exemption status a couple days ago. Years. So yeah, let's just bring our money together and not pay taxes and go help our communities. How about that? I got it. I done been working my ass off to set this up for y'all. It's not mine. It's not mine. I don't want this shit. If y'all ain't getting involved, I don't want this shit. It's for you. It's for us. I can't take it anymore. I can't take the way our communities are. I can't take the cowards that I'm around constantly. I can't take it where we don't have a venue for us to stand up and make some actual change in our neighborhoods. I can't take it anymore, and I won't take it anymore. I've been working my ass off for years, and now they want to strip me of that and say that I'm a fucking piece of shit. No, you're a piece of shit. And the fucking system is fucking garbage. Corrupt as fuck. So anyways, I'm putting my ass out there, and this is what I'm going to be. You can catch me out in the Berkeley streets, Oakland streets. I'm out here meeting with my family and with my peoples. And if y'all want to do this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to schedule like a day a week to go out. And if y'all want to roll with me, let me know. I'm going to try to figure out what that day is, and I'll get it posted up on the website. I'm also going to I'm creating a hub. So I know people have been reaching out and want to get involved. I've got you on a list, and I'm creating a list to where you'll be on a newsletter that we're going to send out on the month. And then in this hub, when I call you up, I'm going to ask people certain information. so that we can just see what kind of skills and what kind of things we bring to the table, right? And so that we can like put that into like a hub, so people know like what people are doing as professions and stuff like that, so we could start to utilize those capabilities and skills, those. So I'm going to be doing that, and then so yeah, that's what we're working on. Like my job is on the way out. I don't want to work at a place where I have to wear a mask. Why? Not because I'm scared of the mask. If I need to wear a mask, I'll wear a mask. I don't want to work any place that's going to tell me that I can't think for myself, that I don't know when to protect myself, that I don't know how to go about living my own life, that I can't use my own imagination, my own mind, that I can't use, my and nobody wants to give me a methodology to tell me how they came to the conclusions as to why they're making policy to what I got to do from my life, and then they can't tell me how they came to those conclusions. That ain't science, that's totalitarianism bullshit, and we just suck it up. Why? Because we're scared. Well, I ain't scared no more. I really don't give a fuck. They took my son, man, and I've done everything that like I ain't no punk. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. If I didn't believe in God, I'd fucking pow. I don't give a fuck. Okay? This life don't mean shit to me unless I can do something for my people, unless I can do something with my life, and I work my ass off doing that. And then there's good people out there that just wonder why they go criminal, because you can't even do right in this society. They won't allow it. You got to go to work and you got to do it their way. You can't possibly fuck that shit, man. We just need to get started, If we pull together and this shit snowballs, man, look, I'm open to alternatives. You see where they're walking us into this chip and tag fucking bullshit, And if you think that if you're not gonna speak up now and do something now, do you really think that you're gonna do something down the line? Or are you just preparing to grab your nuts? Get the fuck out of here, man. The fuck out of here. Get with me. Let's do this, man, because I'm done, man. I'm fucking done. I ain't playing no more, man. They're gonna have to scrape me off the streets, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna lose my life out there. Because without, I don't give a fuck, man. My life is only worth what it's worth to lay down for. I don't give a fuck what I'm getting out of this fucking world no more. Fuck this world, So what are we gonna do? I'm not going to take the alternative. We're going to build this, or I'm going to die trying.